Hello, Chain Gang. Welcome back to the Four Chains and our Four Chains in Vegas playlist. Today, we are giving you a complete tour of the Excalibur Hotel and Casino. We are going to give you a room tour. We are going to show you all the food options. You're going to take a look at the gym and the pool, of course, the casino, and what's always most important to me, the surrounding area that is easily accessible for free. And as a bonus, if you have kids or are a kid at heart, we will show you the Fun Dungeon Midway Arena that is hidden in the basement. Now, we went here because of a couple reasons, myvegas.com, but also because before this we were at the Paris Hotel, which we expected to be nice and was absolutely not. It was filthy. We looked up the top 5 dirtiest hotels on the Las Vegas Strip and saw that Excalibur was number 1 and were so incredulous that it could be dirtier than the Paris Hotel. We decided to go there because we had a lot of My Vegas points and had never been there anyways. You can see the room here. It certainly is not as nice or as pristine clean as the Aria or the Bellagio or Mandalay Bay, but it was definitely cleaner and in better repair than the Paris Hotel, and the customer service was a million times better. We got an early check-in. At Paris Hotel, you have to pay $50 for an early check-in. And because we are Marriott Bonvoy boundless, we got a free upgrade. Now, unfortunately, because we had gotten there early, our free upgrade to a strip view included the Tropicana, which is being torn down. But if you get there later, you can get a much better review. I would say that the beds are very comfortable, and although, like I say, it's not a luxury hotel, it's got the outlets, it's got the things that you needed. The only thing I would have really liked to add would have been a fridge. So the other thing I noticed about the top 5 dirtiest hotels on the Strip is number 5, Park MGM, which didn't seem dirty to me at all, and is a smoke-free casino, had 25% of people say it was dirty, and number 1 Excalibur had 28%. So that is not a huge difference, and I say it wasn't like that. The buffet, we have a whole video on the buffet that we show you every single item, and we review a bunch of different things. We had 4 people, so we could try a whole bunch.
And this is the omelet chef. He is the most popular guy here. This is actually the shortest line I've seen for this. People really line up.
And we also went to the Tap Bar. Now, this is yet another place where you can use My Vegas points. They have a $25 food credit on there. I had the pasta with shrimp and andouille, and Angie had the pretzel. I would say that Dick's is a place to go once, and it's really fun and different, but probably if you haven't already been there, there's a food court. It's got a lot of regular fast food restaurants, and it might give you the impression that there's a real good cheap eats option, but I would say that these prices are bumped up everywhere from where you would find at a normal location. I'm sure it's because of the rent situation. I should mention the drinks at the pool are very overpriced. Here's a map of all the restaurants, not just the ones we covered here. Krispy Kreme you should do during the day. We wound up doing Del Taco.
28.46. We are trying to save money, so we're going for the huge drink, and we're going to split it. I got a burrito. This is mine. And Angie got a taco. That's hers.
There's Jim's burrito, and there's my TV taco.
For how much?
$7 for my TV taco.
So how did we afford this room? Well, this is us at the Del Taco table filming our betting slips. For some reason, we had a sun run on this Vegas trip. We stayed for 8 days. We gambled on sports for 7 of them and came out ahead. 6 of the 7. I think today was the day we bet 200 and cashed out for 300 and something, as you see there. Here's the gym. The gym is the equivalent of the Paris, but not as nice as the Aria. But the machines are fine and updated, and we did get a good workout there, and it wasn't super crowded. They have your towels, they have your free water. It's almost worth it to go in there just to get a free water. It is chilled water as well. They have the hot water like all hotels, but who in the heck is making themselves a tea or whatever you're supposed to do? Now, after you work up a sweat, you might decide that you want to cool off in the pool. They have 3 pools. The appearance of them and the decor is very nice. Plenty of free lounge chairs, like a lot of hotels. There's some that are free, and then like half of them are ones that you have to pay for that are padded more. There's some of that, of course. There's bungalows and stuff. That's the water slide. There was a bit of a line for that, but adults and kids were going down the water slide, holding their iPhones so they could get good social media. Oh, these vloggers, just horrible. Am I right? There's some of the beds and stuff. You can rent like a party experience and stuff like that. I would say the water is murky. I would say it's similar murkiness to Paris, but not. But Ari is much cleaner. Here's Kira in the casino. The casino's got a lot of updated machines. She's trying to scare the Ghostbusters, but that is a total fail. I'm going to show her how to do it here because I'm a scary dude, as you can see. See, I'm committing to the bit. I'm really getting in there. It's not a joke to me. And yes, I win. And Angie's upset that I bothered her. Okay, the surrounding area. You can see here, there is a tram from Excalibur, Luxor, and Mandalay Bay that is really convenient, mostly for special events. Of course, we will be covering WrestleMania next year, as we do every year. I don't think we're going to get in trouble this time, but that is being held at Allegiant Stadium. Any event at Allegiant Stadium, you can get there by taking this tram. It also passes the Luxor, and then it goes to Mandalay Bay. Now, I hear there are very few rooms available, even for 2025 for WrestleMania this far out, but you can still get plenty of rooms at the Luxor or the Excalibur if you want to do something for that event. That's also where the Cirque du Soleil Michael Jackson one thing. If you saw that Surviving Neverland documentary, you probably won't go there, but you might go to the Shark Reef. This is just really good. The way they have it set up, the sharks get very close to you, obviously through the glass, and they got other turtles and other things in there and opportunities to milk you for more money. Then there is another tram that goes from Park MGM to Aria and the Bellagio. And you can access that. There is a people ramp from Excalibur to New York. New York's kind of fun too. And you can go from New York, and walk straight through there and out to Park MGM if you're trying to see Bruno Mars or Lady Gaga, who's about to go there. Now, what they have here is a cool shop where you can look at and or purchase memorabilia and various Lady Gaga items. If you don't have this kind of money and you do need a lot of money to purchase anything in this shop, it's definitely worth going in. They got our videos showing, and they have a lot of cool both costumes and props and stuff from her stage show. Now, it is important to let you know that if you go there for the next Lady Gaga residency, it is not the concert that you see the stuff displayed for here. It is a jazz and piano concert. Now, she still does some hits there, but she also does a lot of jazz standards. I'm not saying anything negative about it, the Tony Bennett songs and stuff like that. It's just I want you to know what you're buying tickets for. I did notice it's a little cheaper. Then you can move on to the Bellagio, as we did, and you can see the wonderful nightlife. Now, of course, the Bellagio Conservatory. Angie has a great short for the Bellagio Conservatory on this same channel. But this is a good option for World Series of Poker players who are angry at the Paris Hotel and want to stay somewhere else, as we were. Just walk across from the Bellagio straight to the Paris. Okay, here we go. The finale, the Fun Dungeon Midway Arcade. This is supposed to be for kids and advertise Excalibur as a family-friendly place, which of course it is. It has the Tournament of Kings gladiator jousting show, but I saw about half kids maybe the other half was comprised of older teenagers and adults playing these games. It's kind of a throwback. These are like high-end, souped-up versions of the carnival games that you would expect to see on like a beach vacation, and there's some new additions to that. So these games are really fun, and of course, it is your standard setup where you play the games, and depending on how well you do, you get a certain amount of tickets. There's an Orange Julius to eat in while you're there. That sounds like a cheap eat. It is not. $18 for a chili cheese dog? Oh my goodness. Really, really outrageous prices. So, but I know a lot of people. Dave Grohl, just from Foo Fighters, just did a big post about how he remembers Orange Julius fondly from his childhood, and he went there. This is what we used to call Tin Pan Alley. It's one of these shooting games where you shoot little lasers at the things and you can win prizes. That's a favorite of mine. Really, I mean, literally, we're showing you almost every game you could possibly think of. The basketball shooting games are there. The claw games are there. They got certain like video games. This one is just pure luck. You just hit play and dollars fall out, and if they fall into the little containers, you get to keep that amount of tickets. So, if you're interested in not skill games, that's fine. They have a lot of souped up video games. I guess they couldn't get the rights to Frogger, so they called it Crossy Street or something like that. Like I say, they have the basketball games, the shooting games. This is the standard one where you spray water and fill up the balloons, and the one that pops first wins. But I never saw this played. There wasn't enough people in the same group to get it started, maybe at busier times. I think this is one of the deals where you pitch and it gives you your mile per hour and you get a certain amount of points. So if you're a baseball pitcher, or my nephew Dylan would certainly crush that. These coin games I never play because it seems too good to be true. The coins are just dangling over the edge. Just put some money in and they'll push them over. I don't know. I'm suspicious. Yeah, like I say, various really, really cool games, and you might want to treat yourself. I rule at Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man, so I probably could have cleared them of all their prizes if I would have just played that. They have the racing games. They have the shooting games. They've got the stomping, dancing games. This is like a simulated baseball game. That right there is the ring game. We saw a couple of people try it to no avail. Maybe I would recommend staying away from this one. Those people seemed pretty unsatisfied with the result. And then they have the regular games that you can play for tickets, pool and foosball, and you see the air hockey there. And they got a couple of movie-related video games over there. I think you see The Walking Dead there. I think they have one on Alien and maybe one on Terminator back there. Let's get to the prizes. As always on these games, you should always get only Star Wars prizes. They've got plenty of those, action figures, games. I think, oh yeah, look at that, Mandalorian Monopoly. That's actually probably what I would go for. So listen, Excalibur is not the greatest hotel, but it is good bang for your buck. And there are tons of My Vegas coupons to use. In addition to the food, we use the coupons for the buffet, the Tap Sports Bar, $100 in free play, which we turned into $105. We used it for a couple of free drinks. All of that, and we didn't even use the free rooms that you can get on My Vegas because it is a Marriott Bonvoy hotel, and all we needed was to stay there 3 nights to complete our things, and you will get over 200,000 points. And if you use our referral, as soon as you spend $3,000 in 3 months, you will be able to get all of those extra points, which includes 5 free nights. So essentially, for a $99 sign-up fee on Marriott Bonvoy Boundless, you get 5 free hotel nights. So anybody that uses hotel, that is certainly worth it. And the Excalibur is a decent choice to try and get those nights.